So we're 2 weeks later. It's now March 14th. I'm on another training hike. The snow is gone. We're in the mid-40s here. It's spring is coming. We've had it close to 70 this week, actually, mid-60s anyway. And today it is raining. But that's okay. That's part of the experience. And going on any long-term hike, surely I will be seeing some rain, so this is a good chance to check out the rain gear and make sure I'm okay for that too. Pack's probably a little bit heavier than last time. Threw some extra stuff in there, and obviously I get to check out the pack cover as well. And I'm at Calvert Cliffs State Park this time. On some new trails I've never tried before, the long orange loop, and I don't know how I'm going to get back, whether I'll come back along the beach trail or not, but neat place. Runs out to the cliffs along the Chesapeake Bay shore. I don't know how long I'm going to, or how much I'm going to be able to talk on this trip because of the rain, and I want to protect the camera, but it's coming down fairly light right now, so I thought I'd give it a chance. Probably not as many miles this time, just because the park's not as big, and there are a lot of options, so I haven't committed as much, but there's a lot more up and down, so that ought to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Like I say, this trail has a weird habit of just going straight up and down into some of these little creek gullies, which kind of takes you by surprise, but it's a nice amount of terrain. It's kind of enjoyable. The only drawback so far is I'm about 1.75 miles into my hike. Then I can still hear Route 4, which is kind of disappointing to be this far in and still be able to hear the highway. But we'll see. I'm getting steadily farther and farther away from the road. Hopefully I'll get to a point where the birds and the rain are the only thing I can hear. Here you go, 1.25 on this trail, but another half getting to it, so. This is a nice surprise. There's this nice bridge over the middle of a marsh. I didn't even know I was going to be crossing, which is kind of cool. A lot of beaver sign around here. You can see how they've been damming up this creek, making it wider and wider, and then slowly killing off all these trees that can't tolerate standing in standing water. And then a big wind or storm will come along and blow down the weakened trees, and suddenly you have a marsh. That opening out there where everything is white in the fog is the Chesapeake Bay. So here's what the progression looks like. This is the other creek valley I was talking about. Years ago when we first started coming here, it looked like the other marsh I just showed you. But over time, everything has died and fallen in. You can see the stumps, you can see some fallen logs. Some angry geese. And it's gotten so bad. This used to be dry trail right where I am. They've come in to put a boardwalk in, which makes it much nicer, but gives you a sense of what's been happening to the land here. All as a result of the beavers. You can see all the little areas where the beavers have started to dam. This is actually below the big dam out towards the bay, and they're trying to do the same thing here. You can see where they've started chewing on some trees. It's the main spillway on the creek I just showed you. Notice people have come and put pipes in to let the water come up underneath, but the beavers still keep trying to stop the flow. That's all beaver work there. So here we are at the Chesapeake on a foggy, rainy day. This place is popular in the summertime with doing some fossil hunting. Lots of shark teeth and megalodon teeth. The gigantic shark that 35, 40 feet long that used to wander around here in the Miocene. So with all the beavers and the creeks and everything, I think I'm going to go back up along the creek on the red trail, but I'm going to cut over to the white and get back up into the hills before I get home, because that's a trail also I've never been on. Don't know how easy it comes out on this camera, but there's the lodge. That little pile of sticks and mud out there, that's the beaver house. They've made a nice place for themselves. There's another lodge out there, and lots of fresh chewed trees and things. This might be the current home. Hard to tell. Alright, so I'm on the home stretch. It started to rain hard enough that I don't want to walk with the camera out, so I'm going to do the last little bit here. About 6 miles is what it's going to turn out to be. So I was right, a little bit shorter. But I'm feeling really good. Everything's dry. I got a little hot going up hills, but that was easily fixable with some of this. But yeah, a lot better than last time, even though I'm carrying more weight. So we'll do a few more of these. We'll be doing an overnight. The weekends are busy, so I probably can't get everybody together until probably late May, early June. But that'll still give us a few months before the September objective for this trip. So yeah, feeling good. Starting to whittle down gear to what I really need. So yeah, fun day. I almost got away without seeing a soul, but I just passed what looked like a dad and 2 teenage sons just headed out into the woods, maybe a 1/10 of a mile back. And other than that, it's just been me and the birds. Geese, ducks, herons, downy woodpeckers, mourning doves. It's just been sort of cool and quiet, and, you know, except for the construction every once in a while. So, nice morning. A little bit wet, but the solitude was worth it. So as it turns out, I lied. I wound up on a whim taking the Silver Trail back down to Black and Red. So I added an extra loop on there, and I'm going to wind up closer to 7 miles than to the 6 I said before. But I still feel good. Yeah, good day. I would recommend the Orange in particular. A lot of mixed environment there. Old forest and a couple of old farms, so you're in flat meadowish kind of area for a while. And then the highlight is that hitting that creek valley where that bridge turns out has a name. It's Eagles Walk Bridge that I was on. That's just a nice little area down there, and it really is an interesting contrast to the more developed lake on the other side, and sort of shows how that stuff comes together. So, nice trip. Wonder where I'm going to go next time.